Hi Aquarius, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I do want to remind you to, as we proceed with this very guided reading, to keep in mind this is meant to pertain to around the next 2 days for you, beginning when you are guided or just simply drawn to watch this video, this reading. You have to understand and remember there's at least something in here for you. Okay, you landed on this reading for a reason. There's purpose to it. Don't be surprised when the whole reading does feel applicable for your current day situations. For Aquarius, with that mouthful spit out, we're beginning with transformation. Look at this powerful imagery, my friend. You are going to be feeling very transformed, but in the midst of more transformation. I wouldn't be surprised if that's within and outside of you, but a hell of a lot more of that ahead. It's this ongoing transformation that feels empowering, enlightening, successful for you in the midst of removing and adding on and adjustments taking place. But it's this almost exhausted feeling about you at certain points where you need to cut out, and take time to rest. Little stumbles along the way are no big deal. Please remember that. They're saying zoom out if need be. Take a bigger look at the picture at hand. Or take a look at the bigger picture at hand rather. And this may help you greatly because being too close to things at this time may stress you out, may alter your thought process, your perception in a non-beneficial direction. Okay. You're going to be feeling this beaming quality about you being utilized in certain situations or in general. You're going to be glowing in the next 48, but really judgmental or picky about how you're looking and feeling. And they're saying, okay, so that's a natural human response and way of viewing oneself, regardless of how you proceed to deal with that or change that after the fact. But they're saying, don't let it get out of hand. Say you get a zit, right? Or your complexion's not perfect. You're not in the best shape of your life, or you're not loving the amount of progress you're getting from working out, or you're just looking tired or something of the sort. Hearing somebody specifically bags under your eyes, you're needing to just simply say, okay, I feel this way about myself, and therefore I'm going to do this less to avoid that or to assist with that. I'm going to do this more. In order to positively change whatever it ends up being for you. You know what I mean? Because to linger in the moment of judgment and I'm hearing disgust for somebody or just dissatisfaction, it's not going to do you any good, right? And anyways, I feel like you're looking really good. You're just being picky and judgmental, throughout the next 48. But coming out, soulmating, the potential or the existing love, within your world is going to be coming to mind and taking a focus. Somebody's going through online dating. People aren't very talkative is what I'm getting. I do also feel like there's maybe a distance and a disconnect from your soulmate in your life, and it doesn't have to be romantic by any means, but it does feel like there's changes going through you and another soulmate, maybe a couple of different for some drawn to the reading. And so this does create that sort of, I'm going to and choose to and have chosen in the past to go through similar changes on my own, right? And maybe one, if not both of you are simply the type to just isolate, right? And maybe you consider yourself a loner. Maybe there are emotions floating around in the air, even if it's not either of yours or both of yours. I'm hearing people go through it. Let's just be real. Life is not easy, but it can be easier if you choose for yourself to go about embracing that. How easy do you want your path to be? Look at this, grounding. You're needing to reground yourself in the next 48 due to past experiences, maybe even one's experiences throughout this 2-day period. But your soul development, soul replenishment is taking place. And I'm also getting from this a very higher power sort of divinely connected certain downloads coming through. I'm getting, specifically that being a beam of light shooting down into someone's noggin, someone's head. And this symbolizing very dramatically, very powerfully, certain downloads you're meant to get in the next 48. I get that you're a very wildly connected, plugged in type of soul, whether you remember this at times, label yourself in that sense, or not. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of which have to do with your transformation. Let's pull a couple more. Inner voice, love this. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling quite sensitive in the next 48, but your sensitivity, your empathic way of being when it comes to other people, very much a part of the next 48. I'm hearing, remember to cleanse your energy for a lot. Your inner voice is of true essence, is of true importance. There's a sense of this being applicable for you in regards to your inner voice, your intuition even, when trusting in something that's meant to come to be, or something you recently chose, even when it comes to, you know, navigating and accomplishing in the next 48 and surrounding it, but also when it comes to inner healing. And as well, I feel when it comes to searching for answers within, remembering certain answers and whatnot that you've acquired, rewinding back. But this inner voice may even come into play when helping other people, or in the midst of producing, developing, accomplishing for something of importance. Let's move on. You're going to as well being a time period where you're receiving again these powerful downloads. You're needing to remember that your intuition is very quick. Okay, you feel it instantly at this point along your path. And you may find it's a next 48 as well, where the intuitive hits are coming to be left and right randomly. So just take a deep breath. But when a download comes through, doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be useful or on point for you, even the truth. So when you feel it out, when you feel it accurately, trust it, move on, or utilize it, digest it, okay? Let's pull a couple of these starseed oracles and see what we get. For Aquarius, we have the jump in card. All right, this one talking about energy, adventure, say yes to change. I really feel like you're going to be feeling the need to, even the desire, the craving coming to be or growing for you in the next 2 days to jump into new experiences, new situations, into new changes. I lose my breath a bit. They're saying you need more adventure in your life, and this is not a new message coming through for the Aquarian collective on my channel. I know there are naturally going to be new souls, you know, drawn to this specific reading to my channel for the first time, but I'm just saying. Now, yeah, they're saying say yes to change, my friend. Don't fight it, embrace it, desire it even, and create it within your world. There may be little itches throughout the next 48. They're saying don't itch your face like I just did, because there are germs that could cause some breakouts or just bad complexion. But I do feel as if your inner child may be a part of the next 48, going back to that inner voice card, tenderness and innocence, rare gifts being part of this next 2 days for you. You may be labeled as the golden child or the golden soul, if you will. And remember that in the midst of isolating yourself at certain points in the next 48, maybe longing for or thinking about how you should have more physical connection in your world, you're needing to remember that you're not alone, okay? You are very much connected in this world. Let's move on to some tarot. I just saw the star card at the bottom of the deck. That is Aquarian energy. The Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Very much connecting back to you gaining downloads in regards to your transformation now and more so moving forward on different levels. This talking about, with the Ace of Swords, gaining clarity about how things are meant to and are at this time falling into place for you. I understand it doesn't at all times feel like it. I do feel as if there's an interesting energy about you on a side note, that you are, as I was just adjusting my plaid shirt, there are times, or just an energy in general, where you want to perfect things. You want to adjust things. You know, it reminds me of me at times walking to the store or just out and about, and I keep adjusting my shirt, my pants, my shorts, my other shirt, you know, my ring, my necklace if I have it on, my glasses, maybe my hat. And it's this feeling of spirit saying, stop yourself, breathe. The perfection is not going to be even needed in the moment. And maybe it's about how you're wanting to be perceived by others, whether you label yourself as somebody who cares what other people think or not. But I do sense that there's it could be spiritually connected as well, right? I'm not saying that's not a possibility, but they're saying there may be a sense of you, and this may as well be something that you've realized about yourself running back. I can relate in little ways like that, even when cleaning, organizing, accomplishing, otherwise, you're feeling it's as if you're trying to regain or gain control within your worlds in that way, or those ways that you don't feel you fully or at all have in other areas or one other area in your life. And this is just something that a lot of people do. But they're saying as well, on another note, remember that you are a strong soul. You have the strength of a warrior. You've been through a lot. Even if you have been experiencing calm and cool and successful waters recently, rewinding back, you did go through it. I guarantee it. And you don't speak upon the majority of which. Someone's going to remind you of a chapter where you really went through it, and Spirit's saying, don't let that get the best of you and just move on, because that is epically rude. I do not like that wording. It's just simply rude and unacceptable. Now, the Six of Swords, because I feel as if you're needing to prepare to sail towards new waters. If the energy in a situation sucks in a moment, even if it just transitioned from decent or good energy, before that, even if it just transitioned from, okay or good energy to that negative or heavy or maybe nervous energy, please take a step away if you can, all right? I get it if you're working or something and you can't, but if you're, say, at your home situation and nothing's tying you into it in that exact moment, go for a walk, go for a run, go to the park, or whatever it ends up being for you. Maybe there's something at the store you need to browse for or purchase, and it's a great time to use that as an excuse to get out and about, okay? The Two of Pentacles, it feels like you have two significant options at hand for a lot, and they're saying you already know which one's going to work for you. If not, you will soon, throughout this next 48 or right after it, get the clarity that you deserve and need to make the right choice. If you choose to check out an option or investigate an option that you know isn't going to be the best for you, don't be surprised when you feel like it was a bit, if not a full waste of time. But you may simply be wanting that confirmation in that physical way, or just that information gaining kind of way, to say, I already am going to be going with the right choice, or knowing, you know what I mean, that that's just going to be the right option for you. But there is a balancing act that you're going through, feeling like you do have a lot of obligations, a lot of responsibilities, a lot on your plate. At certain points you might be viewed as somebody who puts on a show. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a really positive text. I'm feeling as if there's going to be good news with that coming through while I'm recording your reading for the next 48 within it. Sorry. I'm so excited. The World card coming out. Aquarius, your world is changing for the better. I hope this was helpful. Love and light.